Hi, my name is Dr. Deb, and today I'm explaining why self-monitoring is important for your success as a college student. Victoria College's Total Learning Center presents Dr. Deb Explains Self-Monitoring. So what exactly is self-monitoring? As I was preparing for this video, I realized that I didn't know its origins, so I looked it up. Apparently, the concept of self-monitoring was introduced in the 1970s by a guy named Mark Snyder, according to Wikipedia. Its definition is to simply observe and evaluate one's behavior. Isn't it amazing how we can do something and not know what it's called or why we do it? Many of you probably already self-monitor. You may often think about how you are acting in a public place or how loudly you were speaking in church. This is essentially a form of self-monitoring. What you may not currently be doing, however, is monitoring your learning. I know there have been many times in my academic career where I just simply did the assignments. And I didn't think about what I was doing, if I was doing it well or correctly, or if I was even learning anything. Joe Cusio writes about the importance of self-monitoring in his article, What All First-Year Students Should Know, the Most Potent Research-Based Principles of College Success. His research indicates that it's crucial for students to think about how effectively they are learning and if they are actually learning, which I think is key as well. After all, if you spend 3 hours working on assignments and at the end of the 3 hours you haven't learned anything, then that 3 hours was a huge waste of time. And by the same token, if you spend 3 hours studying for an exam, but you fail the exam because you didn't study correctly, then that 3 hours was a huge waste of time. So what should you be doing when you self-monitor? What would it actually look like? As you study and work on your assignment, you should be thinking about what you are doing and why you are doing it. Why would your English professor ask you to read the essay that you were given? What are you supposed to get out of it? Why would your math instructor give you a section of homework to complete? The answer to all of these questions is that you're supposed to learn something. When you work the math problems, you should be thinking about why you're taking the steps that you're taking to solve the problem, the reasoning behind it, and not just merely copying the example that the instructor gave you. You should be trying to connect with the essay and finding the underlying meaning and not just reading the words. Essentially, as I think about self-monitoring, I realize that it's really just asking yourself a bunch of questions throughout the entire process of learning, and not just simply when you're doing homework or doing your assignments. You should self-monitor yourself while you're in class. You can ask things like, does this make sense to me? Am I actively listening and paying attention? Can I restate the key ideas? Am I taking good notes? Should I be taking notes in a different way? Then, after class, the questions continue. Can I state what the main points were from today's lecture? Do I understand the examples given in class? Am I understanding what I am reading? Do I need to change any of my strategies or methods to improve? Do I need to seek help or assistance to enhance my understanding or clarify my misunderstanding? Do I need help to find alternative methods for learning? Once you ask and answer these questions, the next step is to actually do something about it. It doesn't do you any good to know that you aren't learning or that your method isn't working if you don't take the steps necessary to change it. This may mean that you realize you need to study in a different place to get better results, that you may have to take notes in a different way, or that you may have to slow down when reading. Then, the next time you are studying or learning, you try your new method, self-monitor again, and see if you get the same or different results. As you can tell, once you start self-monitoring your learning, it really doesn't stop. You will always be asking yourself if you could be doing something better and then trying new things. That's how one learns and grows. Self-monitoring is really very simple. Just pay attention to what you're thinking and doing as you're learning, and then take the steps necessary to change what isn't working. It's one of the smallest actions that you can take, but it often provides the biggest results. I'd love to hear your thoughts about self-monitoring in the comments below. If you like this video and would like to see more, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be notified as Dr. Deb Explains.